Good morning, my fourth graders. Today we're going to work on a time-lapse word problem, and we're going to use a couple of different models to solve it. So our word problem is, Jared leaves for school at 7:45 a.m. He gets home from school at 3:30 p.m. How long is he away from home? So we're going to look at this using first our set model, or representational, and here I have a chart and it has hours and minutes and our start. So we know Jared leaves at 7:45 a.m. So that's our start time. And what we're going to do is find out how many minutes it takes to get to the closest hour, and then make our hour jumps. So first you have to know how many minutes are in an hour. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, correct? So if we're at 7:45, it'll take us 15 minutes to make that jump to 8 a.m. So from there we're going to continue making jumps to get to 3:30. So 8 to 9 is 1 hour. 9 to 10 is 1 hour, or 60 minutes. 10 to 11. 11 to 12 is 1 hour. 12 to 1. 1 to 2. And then 1 to 3. And if we do any more 60-minute jumps, we're going to go past our end time, because our end time is at 3:30. So from here, we're going to go a 30-minute jump. 3 to 3:30 is 30 minutes, and land at 3:30. But our question is asking, how long is he away from home? So you're going to have to add up all of the jumps we made to find out how long he is away. So we're going to separate this into hours and minutes. As fourth graders, you know the difference between hours and minutes. So 60 minutes in an hour. So I'm going to put our 15 minutes that we started with over here, and then our hours over here. So we have 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. And we have a 15-minute jump at the beginning, and we ended with a 30-minute jump. So I'm going to add those together over here, and that gives us 45 minutes. So he is away from home for 7 hours and 45 minutes. Whew. All right. So we're going to move on to a misconception that you might have with this. Our first misconception is that when you're jumping, and you're going to cross over the 12 o'clock or the noon time, that you're going to keep counting. So you would count 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You just keep going. What you have to do is you have to stop and regroup at your 12. Because at 12 you start over at 1 again, and then 2, and 3. So you have to make sure that you do your regrouping at your 12s and you don't continue. So let's look at this in another model. For this one, we're going to use a linear representational model, like a number line. And what I have here is measured out from 12 to 12, and then I end at 12. So this is a full day. I have 12 p.m. to noon, a.m. I'm sorry, this side is a.m. And then right here is our noon, 12, and this is our p.m. in our day. So we're not going to use this whole strand, but this is so you can see the full day laid out in its times. But we have our starting time, 7:45, right here. And we're going to make our jumps, just like in our first problem, but here we're going to draw our jumps and then add them together. So one misconception that I want to address here is terminology. If I had said that he starts at 7:45, and that is a quarter till 8 is a common vocab term that you could here, usually people refer to time like that. And that's very common vocabulary to when you're talking about money and quarters. So a lot of students will assume that if they say a quarter till 8, that it's 25 minutes, because in money, a quarter is 25 cents. We're 25 pennies. But in time, a quarter has its relationship to the base that we're in here. So right now, a quarter of the 60 seconds in a minute or the 60 seconds in an hour is actually going to be 15. It's the relationship, not always set that a quarter is 25. So we start at 7:45, and our closest jump to get to 8, you can see, is 15. So we have 15, and then we're going to jump to 9 is 1 hour, 10, 11, just like the last ones. We're jumping full hours, 60 minutes at this point. 12, and then remember you have to regroup at 12, and it goes back to 1, 2, and 3. So we're at 3, and we're going to 3:30, so that jump is exactly 30 minutes. Alright, so let's add up our jumps over here. We started off with our 15-minute jump. You can see your labels, 15, 30, 45. So 15 minutes. And then we have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. And we have a final 30-minute jump. So we already know that this comes out to 45 minutes. So we know that he's gone for 7 hours and 45 minutes.